everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. I'm Heidi. So I was inspired to do this video. I was watching YouTube the other day and a lady, I don't know her name, I think it's called Take My Journey. I did subscribe to her channel and how she started a YouTube channel at 64. And I just think that's awesome. And I've seen a couple of those videos. I am 64. She might have been 62. I kind of forgot. But I'm 64 and I've been on YouTube for, I think it's going on 3 years. I kind of lose track. And I don't want to make this video really long and make it a snoozer, but I just kind of wanted to share my experiences with YouTube. So I was probably 62. I was still working when I started. I worked in a kindergarten as a paraprofessional for over 20 years, 27 years. Great job, loved it. So I decided I had been watching YouTube, watching all these girls. I said, oh my goodness, I love this. I love decor. This is so cool. And I remember my daughter saying, Mom, that's been on YouTube for a while. You know, that these girls have been doing this for a long time. I'm like, oh, okay, I never knew, you know. So I said, I think I'd like to start my own channel. With that came a lot of frustration. And because my technology was not great, my knowledge of all technology was not great, and my kids to this day still do not know how I got a channel. So anyway, I'm here today to talk to you just about my experience. I am going to continue YouTube. It is my hobby and I really like it. When it becomes not fun, then I'm not going to do it. But I do love it. I've met so many nice people along the way. But along with that can come some frustration, especially being a small channel, anxiety, keeping up with other people. But I don't want to discourage you from starting, okay? So I'm just going to say the positives and the pros and the cons. So I hope you hang around with me today for a little bit. Like I said, I'll try not to make it too long. I just want to share my experience with YouTube. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. All right, this is a very low-key kind of a video. The dog's in and out, so I forgot where we left off. Anyway, so before I start, I want to give a huge shout out to Robin Lane Lowe, who, if you're not following her, you should be. She's been a great friend, always checking on me. I could cry when I talk about her. She's just always been there for me, checking on me and supporting me in my channel, asking me how am I doing. And my friend Patrick, who's my IT guy, I call him a tech guy or my IT guy, who's helped me along the way too. So thank you to the two of you. So anyway, when I was working, I started YouTube. And if you are working and decide to start your channel, it can be challenging. You're trying to find times to film and, you know, the husband's home or the kid, maybe you have kids running around. It's tough. And a lot of the young girls on YouTube, you know, are moms. And for some of them, or maybe most of them, especially the big channels, obviously it's their full-time job. So it's a little bit different. But I, at one time, had started they say it's a good idea to say when you're going to post. I tried that. It didn't make much of a difference for me. But anyway, that's whatever. That's, you know, it is what it is. So here's the tough thing. After a year, so I went along, everything was great. And without getting into the whole detail of it, and there's nothing bad about it, just it would take a while. I had to change my channel. I had to start my channel all over, having to do with my email and my work, and it got mixed up and stuff like that. So before I retired, I wanted to fix it. I had to start my whole channel over again. And my regular subbies, or subs as they call them, I don't know. My regular subscribers know that I had to do that, I'm sure. And I was like, oh no. I'm trying to think, I wish I remember how many subs I had at the time. I want to say 100, but it could have been more than that. And I said to my friend Patrick, now I have to get all those people back. What if they don't come back and subscribe? They did. So I was very, very lucky. But think about, you're building your channel. I'm getting all excited. And then I was thinking ahead of when I retired and the whole email thing. So that was quite an ordeal in itself. But I did gain the subs back. And by the way, I did mention my subscribers are so nice. Of course, you have all the regulars. And I think because I am a small channel, I've never gotten many negative comments. One lady kind of cracked me up at a shopping haul. I think it was from Target, and I think I held a pillow and put it down, and she said something about putting it on the dirty rug. And I thought, well, first of all, you don't even know me. And second of all, my rug is not dirty. So it was kind of weird, but I've only had a couple, like maybe two. But I'm sure the bigger you get, the more nasty comments. And isn't it sad that people have nothing better to do than to write comments like that? I don't know. I just think it's, what do they say? If you don't have anything nice to say, just keep scrolling. I don't know. I don't get it. So as a small channel, progress can be very slow and unpredictable, for me at least. Sometimes you gain subs, and with bigger channels too. You gain them, you lose them, you gain them, you lose them. Here's something kind of funny. I'm the type that when I see a new person on YouTube, and I like her, she seems kind, or it could be a gentleman, a guy, I just subscribe to help them out, because I remember back when I started, I only have like 1,300 subscribers. Back when I started, it's tough. So I always feel like, just subscribe. Is it costing me anything? No. Do I have to put on the notification bell? No. I actually don't do that anyway, because I follow a certain small amount of people that I connect with and maybe have similar tastes, but I watch a lot of YouTubers. But I sit down at night or when it's a good time and I watch. I don't put the notification bell on. Maybe I should. I don't know. But it's not costing you anything. And the thing I've said to probably Robin, I try not to complain to her too much, and maybe somebody else, what I don't understand is the unsubscribing. Unless it's one of those things where they say, Heidi's Humble Home, oh, I don't do decor. I thought she was doing something that I was interested in, so I'm not going to subscribe. But to take away your subscription when it's free and you're helping people, I don't know, it must be me. I never understood that. So I try to help new people as best as I can and just subscribe. Maybe you won't return to their channel, maybe you will, but it's giving a subscriber, help them out, right? So views, like I said, I'm going to be a little all over the place. The views are tricky. Sometimes you get a lot of views, sometimes you don't. Some videos you think you're going to do really good, and you might not. It depends. What are people looking at? Time of day. Maybe they're busy. Life happens. It just, people aren't catching it or whatever. So I never understand that. It's always kind of interesting to me. I'm going to be honest with you, I have some of my notes over here, and I just kind of want to make sure I'm like old school. I just want to make sure I kind of follow some of the stuff. So as rewarding as it can be, meeting new people, getting nice subscribers, great comments, there is a lot of frustration. Where the frustration can come is it seems like when you're watching YouTube and all these, for the most part, women, there are, some men out there, of course, but for the most part, women, you become 16 again. Is she prettier than me? She has a bigger home, a larger home, a newer home, and a new channel. Sometimes you'll see, and they just skyrocket, and you're like, what? Like, is it because they're prettier? Is it because their house is nicer and newer and bigger? So you just don't know. I guess what I'm telling you is you have to be confident in yourself. You have to be proud of who you are. You have to be secure in who you are, and happy with your life. This is my home. It may be smaller than yours, but I like it. I love it. I'm proud of it. This is who I am. So I do try to stay true to myself. I'm very down to earth, and I am who I am, and what you see is what you get. And I don't have children at home, so my house may be neater than yours. Most of the time, things are in its place. It's just me and my husband. I do have 2 children, by the way. My daughters, both my children are in their 30s. I have, my daughter's married. I have a grandson who I just love to death. Now I know what it feels like to be a grandparent. My son is wonderful. He's got a wonderful girlfriend. I'm very fortunate. My children are in the area, and they're both doing well, so that's a huge thing. Like they say, when your kids are in a good place, you're in a good place too. All right, also if you're starting off, sometimes to grow your channel, collabs can help. You can have a collaboration with somebody. Do they help? They do a little, but I think you find that people almost can't be bothered to go to, like if they're watching Heidi, they almost can't be bothered to go to Susie's channel, who I'm having a collab with. I don't know. They work and they don't work. I typically don't mind not doing them, but also because it can be fun, but it can be a little nerve-wracking too, getting everything together, making sure she gets or he gets your video on time and all that stuff. I don't tend to ask people because I'm a small channel, and to me, this is just, I'm weird like this. To me, oh, she's asking me because I'm a bigger channel and she needs the subscribers. You know, I don't know, I just don't do that. I just, sometimes it's easier to just be on your own. And you know what, people are so busy, you just got to do your own thing sometimes, right? So sometimes I look at my videos and some of them don't do great, of course, some of them do good. It's very unpredictable. Summer was very slow for me for views. So sometimes you're going to do great, other times, so very important, new people, for your thumbnail. I've come a long way. I feel like my thumbnails are really good. Very important, because think about when you're looking at YouTube, what do you click on? You kind of like the thumbnail, right? So very important. Work on your thumbnails. Make sure they're attractive to the viewer. Also, if you are going to be doing YouTube, make sure you do Instagram. My daughter had taught me years ago, they go hand in hand. And you have to stay pretty active, I think. I'm not on every day. I try to be active, but, sometimes you just can't. But very important, I think, to be on Instagram as well. Or at least for me, I think it's kind of helped me out. Do your reels. You can do shorts on YouTube too. Do reels on Instagram, do some stories. Monetization has been tricky for me. You have to get to 1,000 subscribers, which I finally got to. I'm like at 1,303, I think. But you need 4,000 watch hours, and I'm like at 3,000, I think. So they make it hard for you. It's not easy, that's for sure, and I kind of get that. It's funny because I'll make shorter videos because I don't want to bore people, even though you can fast forward. Human nature. I'd be a liar if I said I never fast forward somebody's video. You don't have all day sometimes, and I get it. But it kind of hurts you as far as the viewing hours that you need, the 4,000. So sometimes maybe the longer video you make, it might help. I don't know. I just kind of do my thing. But it can be discouraging though, looking at all the videos I made. I kind of get a little sad because some of them didn't do good, and I felt that I had some really good content. I've made hand scrubs or sugar scrubs. I've made a lot of different recipes, whether it's dessert, dinner. I remember in the summer I made strawberry bread. Who makes strawberry? I've never really seen that. And then I added something different with that. I don't know if it was a DIY possibly. So I think in my own brain, I'm like, oh, well, these videos are different. They should do okay. And sometimes they don't. I find that I don't do as good when I mix it up a little bit. I don't know if if YouTube doesn't know where to put me, the algorithm, you'll just never figure out. I don't get it. Because they're used to seeing me with decor, and now I'm mixing it up, and people don't know what to think. I don't know. But here's the thing. If you don't mix it up, people might get bored. So I feel like if you look at my videos, I've done a variety, a little bit of organizing. I'm not huge on cleaning. I clean my house, but cleaning channel. But I've done a little bit of cleaning, organizing, things like that. I like the baking and the cooking. Maybe I'm in the wrong part of YouTube. I don't know. But anyway, so I don't think I've missed anything. And I know I'm kind of probably all over the place. But overall, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, go and do it. Be yourself. Don't worry about what anybody's telling you. And actually, I got to brag a little bit. So for a person who wasn't good with technology, I do everything on my phone, everything. I edit in iMovie. You can check that out if you're new. I do my thumbnails in Canva, and I still have a lot to learn. I still have to use the same old music that they give you in iMovie. I'm not gonna lie, I have to go to YouTube. They have a music library that you can download for free. I haven't really spent a lot of time doing that. But don't be afraid to explore a little bit. You have to Google a lot. You will get frustrated, but it can be very rewarding. Be proud of your home, proud of yourself. Everybody lives different. Everybody has a different home. Even me, as far as Christmas. Look at my little tree. Sometimes you feel pressure because all these girls have these big trees. Who has 5 trees? Who has the 10-foot tall tree? I got a little tree. And I did say it in my last video, I believe. Once you're used to a little tree, it's kind of nice. And it's just me and Frank. I don't have the room in this family room. I don't mind. It is what it is. But you can easily be influenced by other YouTubers and kind of get sucked into that. Try not to. And I'd be a liar if I said I haven't. You know, something trendy from Hobby Lobby, and I'll go and I'm like, oh, I like that too, you know. So you can get sucked into that. And I'm not afraid to say that sometimes I just won't watch. It's just too much for me. And I have to kind of stay on track with myself instead of getting caught up with a lot of the YouTubers, you know, and what they're doing. So here's the thing too. We don't all have a lot of money. I reuse a lot of stuff, and I'm retired now. My income's a lot different than it was. And if you're new and you're going to start the decorating channel, reuse your stuff. Just put it in a different room. I've used stuff in this family room, put it in the kitchen, the dining room. You can reuse some of your stuff. Do not feel you have to go out all the time and buy new things. I've been using this garland forever that I have on my fireplace. A lot of things in my home I've used for a long time. And my house, I feel, still looks really pretty. So, like I said, be yourself, and hopefully you get your own kind of followers. Sometimes I feel like, sometimes you almost blame it on YouTube and say, well, maybe they're not showing my video a lot, but it's very saturated also. There's a lot of YouTube ladies on there, and men, but for the most part decorating, you know. There's a lot of new people, and I think there was at some point they were showcasing or highlighting a lot of the smaller channels. Anyway, like I said, be proud of yourself, be proud of your home. I like things simple, but pretty and practical. So when you do your decor, just be yourself and just do what you like to do, and somebody will follow you. You'll get some followers, you know. So, but like I said, it can be very frustrating because I feel like I've done some neat videos that didn't really get recognized that much. People just weren't viewing them, whether it was the thumbnail, they didn't see it. I don't know. You just kind of gotta go with the flow and stay positive. A lot of times I will vent to my husband and get discouraged, but then I just get back on the bike and just keep going. And for me, it is a hobby. And now that I'm retired, I have more time to put into it. And it makes me happy. I like people. I always say also that, and I'm not just saying this for attention, okay? I'm really not that talented compared to many of the people who are on YouTube. I like what I do in my house. I can do my house pretty good, but I'm not the most talented person out there, that's for sure. Some people just have that talent, you know. So, like I said, I like what I do in my house, and it's, you know, I just like sharing, and I like people. And if you get the views, you know what I heard once, a little bit off the subject about views? I didn't know you can buy views. I looked it up once because somebody close to me told me that, and I'm like, buy views? Why would I do that? So I don't know if people buy views. I'm hoping not a lot of people do that, because to me that's cheating. And somebody said to me, you think you'll do that? And I'm like, no, because I want to know that the people who are subscribing to me are liking, you know, or watching my videos, it's genuine. So I don't know why they would allow that. I think it's still I don't know if anybody does that. I did Google it, and supposedly you can. I don't know. If people do that maybe to get monetized quicker, I would never do that. Why would you do that? I'm not that desperate to get monetized. So anyway, I hope I wasn't all over the place. I think the most important thing is to go for it. Be yourself. Be proud of what you have. And just enjoy the journey. I'm hoping to get monetized one of these days. I'd be a liar if I said I don't want to get monetized. Am I desperate for it? No. Would I like to be? Yes. So whether you're in your 40s, 30s, 60s, maybe 70s, give it a try, go for it. What do you have to lose? If you don't like it, then you stop doing it. I'm going to stay positive that one day I will get more of a following and people will say, you know what, that Heidi's Humble Home, have you watched her? I like her, follow her, give her a follow. So, I think that's about it. I think I've said what I wanted to say. And like I said, that lady I saw the other day, she was just beginning. And I said, you know what, I've been doing this a while. It can be discouraging. It really can be. But you meet a lot of nice people along the way. My subscribers say the nicest things. They really encourage me and give me tips if I ask for them or even if I don't. But they're all just very positive, very kind. So I thank you for that. And I hope I didn't keep you guys too long. I hope I encouraged you if you do want to start a YouTube channel. I will say that I was going to do my porch video and the bedroom. I don't really have a lot in the bedroom, and the porch it's freezing out today. It's like in the 20s. So I may just go right to a Christmas home tour, and I would include that in my home tour. So everybody have a great day. Stay positive. If you are going to do a YouTube channel, you can do it. I did it, and trust me, the whole technology thing. And you get better as you go along. You really do, and you learn a lot along the way. All right, everybody, have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to see you soon. Have a great day.